And our special guest today is Swamp, because Lex is being a little loser and is out of the country doing fun things, I guess. Welcome, though, Swamp. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. It'll be good.
Absolutely. We got a very nice matchup between the two of my co-hosts here to talk about for this upcoming week 7. But first and foremost, we'll just start off with the question, Swamp, blondes or brunettes? It's very important.
Very important question. This is the most important question you'll face today.
Blonde.
No, dude, no.
No! Let's go! I
Nope.
could shake your hand. I would.
I was ready for it. I knew it was coming.
It is the staple of our channel, alongside the NDA Draft League. We do like our discussion on blondes and brunettes, but that is just the wrong. That's just the wrong answer in every stretch of the
Viewers
imagination.
don't care about the draft league.
Yeah, they really don't. They just come for the blondes and brunettes discussion.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you may think it's the wrong answer, but I think the wrong answer was what Riolu said.
Oh yeah, I think we can all agree that redheads was never the correct answer. Like that is just we can join forces on that argument.
Like redheads can be elite for sure.
Oh yeah.
But the middle, the mean for redheads, it's much lower. It's just just what it is. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. All right.
Wait, are you taken, Swamp, by a blonde? Are you like held captive? Is that what you had to say that?
Oh,
You can tell them the truth.
Yeah, but there's a gun to my head right now. Like, just so I had to say that. But no, actually, they aren't.
I need like some reasoning. Like who's the celeb crush?
Like, I need to think.
It is
Just
a
in
tricky one
general.
on the spot.
I think this is more just in general than the specifics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're generally better.
Yeah. I agree. This is a great take.
Yeah, he's the first one. He's the first one, so that's fine.
First one with some common sense.
Nah, in the minority. And I can
don't
say
know.
that this week without getting judged.
Are you sure about that? I mean, I could turn it.
No, it's alright. Please don't hurt my statements. Let's move on to the less important questions. How did you get into Pokemon / Draft League? And I actually want to before, because we have learned that you are a young bull per se.
Sure.
I think I'm kind of scared to know, but I want to know what your first game was.
What do you mean?
Like your
Pokemon?
first region.
Oh, Gen 6.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not great.
Oh, my heart. It hurts.
The gray hairs already. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's not great. But
I mean, my
Have you
first
started
was
Gen
Gen 4.
6?
Have you at least went back?
Oh yeah, I played all of them.
Okay.
Not Gen
okay.
1. Like, base red and blue is.
And then they're hard to
Doesn't
play
look
once
fun.
you play the new games. Those games are hard to play.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, I think Gen 5 is my favorite.
Gen 5 is
Black
the
and white.
best. That is a great take. We take those takes.
What's that? Black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black and White was
Black
so
and White
good.
2.
Black and White 2, I think, is the most complete Pokemon game they've ever made.
I don't think I've played that one.
Aw, dude, they like took Black and White. So Black and White had just their own new decks, like all a new original decks, no old Pokemon. And then Black and White 2 like added to the story, bunch of twists and turns, and then added a whole new set of mons from like old like they brought in the Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4 mons and just made like
There's
this.
so many good Pokemon in the national decks.
Yeah, they just made like this
Black and
complete
White 2.
perfect game. I think the story with N and the old dudes
Yeah,
and
and
then
Get this.
man like Ulrich just made that game such a good game. But you just made us feel very old with that answer. I'm not happy about it. And we're not even that old, but that's just crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine. You would.
I don't even remember what my first, because so I had older brothers that played Like I have
yeah,
cartridges. Like I have all the hand-me-down cartridges. Like I have like Pokemon Red cartridge somewhere. Like I have all the hand-me-downs. So like
yeah,
I don't even remember what my first game was. I've played them all at a very young age.
yeah. I can't remember like how old, but yeah, it was freaking Y that I had.
That was so crazy. All right, back to the normal question. So what? How'd you get into like competitive Pokemon and Draft League?
It was like the start of Gen 8. Because normally when I play games, like I want to be good at them instead of playing casually. So I just started competitive, like on Showdown and stuff. It was closer to the start of Gen 8. It's the
No,
end of
like
Gen 7.
no inspiration. Just like, hey, let me get good at this. I'm gonna play Showdown.
Not really. I liked Pokemon and I just wanted to get better.
Interesting.
See, I
I
just
like-
lost to Cynthia, and I was like, that's not gonna happen again. It happened like 4 or 5 more times, and then I finally beat her. I remember. Hold on. Side note. I remember when I first beat her. We were going somewhere, and I was sitting in the bathroom with my DS, and I was like heart pounding. My mom screaming, "We have to leave now!" And I'm literally like beating. I forget what it was. Maybe her Milotic or Roserade or whatever. And I fucking won. I was just like, oh my god! And I had to close the DS. And I thought I lost it, but I came back.
Just in the bathroom. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I was so hyped. I was so hyped. Yeah.
Bro, I don't know how, but they made Cynthia even harder in the remakes. Those new remakes were
Remakes
terrible.
was so easy until you get to the Elite Four.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
so bad until you fought that hard ass Elite Four. Oh, that was so bad. I was like, I heard how hard it was, and then I was like playing through I just did a Nuzlocke because I knew the game was easy. I didn't know how hard the Elite Four was at that time, but like, I was like so hype when I got a Sneasel because I'd have a Garchomp answer. Nope, I died I got outsped, but died one shot. I was like, what? I was so mad my Weavile got outsped. I don't know what the hell. Because they gave all the mons like IVs and stuff, right?
Yeah, we had like 252 spreads.
I was so mad, dude. That was the
You
most
just take
toxic.
the normal
Elite Four.
Garchomp, give it max attack, max speed, and you cannot stop it.
Safe to say, I did not complete that Nuzlocke. I was so tricky. I was not playing that whole game over again.
The game was boring and slow to play.
Oh, brutal. Such a bad remake.
I'm gonna be honest. I never got past Orberg City. I just couldn't pick it up again.
You haven't finished the game in a while. You haven't grinded since we were grinding the freaking decks in Sword and Shield.
No, well, no, that's not true. I grinded the decks, but I was playing like the other games as well. I'm playing them.
Oh well,
I mean,
yeah.
I said Black and White were my favorite, but like Legends Arceus was really.
Oh yeah, Legends Arceus is probably my favorite gaming experience in a while. That game was so good.
I just
compared to Sword and Shield and the remakes, Gentle remakes. It was a nice change.
It's just something about it. I can't keep playing it for a while. It's just
spent
not
hours.
fun.
I spent hours and hours playing that. Oh yeah, shiny. They kind of ruined the shiny hunting. I miss the old Outbreak method, but
yeah, the old Outbreak method's better. But I got a shiny living dex and then haven't touched it.
Oh my god,
So
you got them.
I played a lot.
That's crazy. Like I know Ryan, who I don't think you've really come across much. He's in the server. He played last season.
Yeah,
He's a good friend of mine. He like streams a little bit and he grinds that game still to this day and hasn't even completed a shiny dex yet. So that's fucking impressive.
Yeah, I did a lot. I did a lot when they're like the higher rates and the normal outbreaks.
That's insane.
It was easier then.
That's honestly nuts. All right. And we have one final question. So,
okay.
Just overall, how you think the NDA season's going so far? Are you enjoying yourself?
I mean, I'm happy with how I'm doing. I'm like exactly in the middle. On 3 wins, 3 losses, so I'm pretty happy with like how I've done.
Technically, you're right above the middle.
Yeah.
You're like right above that curve. But any particular standout moments so far this season?
I mean, every game has been good. I liked them all.
Especially that
I
win
didn't
against
know.
Justin, right? That was a good win.
All right, listen.
Oh, and my win against you in 2 days. Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh.
Let's settle down. I'm bouncing back, all right? That's all I'm saying.
You said
I mean,
that.
I've lost my last 2 games, so need to catch up.
Dude, I'm so screwed. I need to make some freaking roster changes ASAP. But that's for another.
If
That's
you
for
lose
another
again,
episode.
if you lose again, you have to do
The
some
whole
trade.
squad's getting cut, bro.
You gotta. I would say get rid of Durant, dude. It's just such a liability.
It's not though. It's just
Our Scooters one.
I
you
see
need
it.
to drop.
Nah, I don't know. It's hard. I think I would drop Durant over Barraskewda though, but it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
We shall see. All right.
It'll be a
Well,
fun game, though.
say again.
It'll be a fun game.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
still have to
win.
build. I haven't. I just got back from.
Yeah, I haven't started yet either.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't even
you're
looked
good.
at it yet. So we'll look at it for the first time. We do our predictions today.
Okay.
But yeah, we can. Thank you for answering those questions, and I think we can
course.
swiftly jump into how Week 6 went. And I really don't think I want to talk about how my Week 6 went.
But you have to. You're the first matchup. Yeah.
So yeah, if we look at the Week 6 on the dock, I guess I am the first matchup to talk about. Basically, I'm in a world of never-ending pain, and it was to be expected. Like no one, I don't think really. I think if you were a betting man, I don't think anyone would have betted like for
you.
For me this week based on my current
No.
form and Ryder's current form. And yeah, I don't know. Like Justin, in our prep, it was going really well, better than most weeks have went. And then you get the actual match, and Ryder just brings things that people
You don't
don't
expect.
bring. Like he brought eject button Sableye and a jetpacked Dragapult. Like what the hell is what the hell is even that?
Look at that Slurpuff with Cotton Guard.
Yeah, that was big. I had to bring Durant to max against the Slurpuff the next game. That just who preps for that? Who preps for Cotton Guard Slurpuff, dude? Not me.
You just expect a belly drum.
It doesn't even
That's
get belly drum. I was looking at it. It doesn't even get belly drum in Gen 8. So
Oh, in Gen 8.
it lost its breed partner. Like it's an egg move, and it lost its breed partner in Gen 8 or something like that. It doesn't get it.
Yeah.
So we were that's why prep was going good. I'm like, Justin's like, yo, is there anything else you want to see? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, what he could really do. Like, Slurpuff could be annoying for my Grimmsnarl plan, but I have a Durant. And he was like, well, what if he goes fake out and belly drum? But we were like, yeah, he doesn't get it, so I'm good, right? And then no, I get stalled by a plus, a max defense Slurpuff.
Yeah, I was looking because when it just stacked boosts, there was nothing you could do.
No, I had nothing for it. And Durant in the back just missed all of its hustle play, all of its moves. Durant's hard to bring in the back, but as soon as I saw Slurpuff, I knew I kind of had to, and kind of just had to hope I hit my attacks. But of course I don't. But I really don't think it mattered. I mean, he was doing. Melodic was eating more than eating the hits from Rotom more than it did in prep, and he stalled my max, and Dragapult was able to just kind of. Next to Slurpuff, I wasn't really doing anything, and it's just that's just how Ryder plays, man. I moved a little too fast pace, I guess. And he stalled, and it really did him favors. I just wasn't. I switched up the strat game too, took out the Slurpuff, and then it still just didn't have enough working for me towards the end.
Yeah, the matchup against Dragapult was hard.
That's why Grimmsnarl looks so good, and it's just this. The only thing I really had to worry about was controlling its speed, so that's why I was going for T waves into. I think Grimmsnarl was jolly this week, I had like enough speed to outspeed paralyzed max speed Dragapult, but like when I'm trying to T-wave that slot and he Dracos and eject packs out, it's just like, all right. And then Rotom I had to keep Rotom in because he brings in Milotic, and like that's my best Milotic answer too. And it's just, man, feels bad. Ryder's such a good coach. Like, I'm now 2-4, and it just we're in a world of trouble over here. So
You'll be tied if you win.
True. I do have. What do I have? I have 8 points. I have 1 less point than you, but I have worse record. So if I win, I will go ahead of you. Actually. Yeah, I'll go ahead of you on points. So we need a big win.
Not if it's 2-1 you and it's a tie, right?
Yeah, I'll go to 10. You'll go to 10. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then it'll go to. Then you'll be at. Yeah, I need to win 2-0 to go ahead of you. That's yeah. Good call. Oh yeah. GG's the Ryder. That's my buddy. I can't get mad losing the Ryder. Like, it's just, unless it's like in the playoffs, then I can get mad at myself. But like, he's built different, and we all know that he is 6-0 for a reason. So someone please knock him off. We are also coming into the season. Me and Ryder were rivaling over, like, through all 6 seasons. Me and Ryder are 1-2 in NDA, like, records, like win-wise and stuff. We're like right up against each other, and he is slowly and surely pulling away from me in the NDA all-time standings. And it is tough to see.
I mean, they could just lose a bad matchup in playoffs, but
it's a very rare occasion. Ryder is usually bad in the regular season and then comes different in the playoffs. Like, his last championship, he like finished he was like 8th, and then came and beat everyone. So the fact that he's playing this good in the regular season is a scary sight to see. But enough about me and Ryder. We can move on to, it would appear, your game, my friend. Moss City Mudkips versus the London Lycan Rocks. And I rightfully predicted the Gummy train to keep rolling. No offense. That man's just, I don't know.
No, they did really well.
He found some magic energy. And they're riding it. Swamp's gonna be having nightmares of Torkoal when he goes to sleep at night.
Because like I didn't know what to expect between Torkoal or like a fast mode with Venusaur or slow Torkoal and Trick Room, because like that's just hard to prep for.
That was the problem I had prepping for his team. Like, I wanted to run Trick Room Reuniclus to deal with like Venusaur and things, but then like I just couldn't underspeed Torkoal, so I had to like. It was rough.
In the end, I talked to him, and he said he wasn't minimum speed Torkoal. It was like, I think just neutral speed.
It looked like he was even faster than that. Oh no, because he was outspeeding one of your Pokemon that was like, I think but it was outspeeding Pangoro, right? But you were Iron Ball or something like that.
Yeah, I was Iron Ball to Pangoro.
Gotcha.
So what I really liked from Gummy was him using, because he didn't have Jolteon to do the quick attack, he used Ally Switch on Dusknoir to proc the copycat.
He stopped the copycat, and then he hops in call with me afterwards and was like, oh yeah, I didn't expect him to click the copycat Trick Room. Ally Switch just kind of worked. Like, he didn't do it on purpose.
Oh my god, that's the...
He was like, God. I was like, Gummy, I was hyping you up. I was hyping Gummy up, and then he hopped in call with us and told me that it was an accident. And I was like, bro, I'm blasting your shit.
I couldn't do anything against Ally Switch. I think the one turn I didn't predict the Ally Switch, he Ally Switched afterwards. Because I tried to call it every other turn.
I do want to look at the Ally Switch leaderboard. We do have a, for those who don't know, we have a Ally Switch move clicking leaderboard just because it's a toxic move and we think it's funny. And
he clicked it 3 times that game.
Yeah, I tied him overall. So I have Rotom clicked it twice against Ryder, and I have Gourgeist that clicked it once a while ago. So technically, if you're counting between me and Gummy, we're tied at 3. But Dusknoir clicked it 3 times, and he was only clicking it just so freaking Torkoal would get more kills. Oh my god!
Like, for all my calcs, I just did Torkoal, And
I
he
mean,
was
that's fair enough. Yeah.
he was specs, and it just that he one shot my Golurk just normally,
Yeah.
which I
I
didn't expect, and it just I think it killed 4 in game 2.
I got every
It killed 3
kill.
times.
Well, it one-shot your Golurk after Venusaur was able to use a max ooze on the Hatterene.
Oh,
So that's
yeah.
why. With the
True.
spec,
Is
the
that
sun, and then the stab, and then
+1.
just the move in general. I mean, it took it all the way down to 8%.
I would love to know the the math on that. Max special attack Torkoal, choice specs, sun, stab, +1. His special attack was probably reaching close. It was probably closer to 1,000 than it was 500. Like it was probably that high.
it's crazy.
With full health too.
Yeah, I
You
think
get the full
like,
150.
at one point you let it go. You had something. I think the Golurk one shot his Max Venusaur, and he said, "All right, bet," and just kept spamming eruption.
Yeah, I wrote some notes about our game, and yeah, I realized a misplay. I should have just killed Torkoal. I might have had the chance.
Ooh,
But-
like that's what I was like thinking, but I was like, who's to say like that fast Venusaur wouldn't have like went off as well though? Like if you like he still would have
Yeah.
had a full health Venusaur as well.
In
Like
some.
yeah.
So-
Well, Hattery would have lit. He killed both on that turn, right? So I guess
Yeah,
Hattery
with
maybe
Eruption.
would have. If you killed Torkoal, Hattery would have lived, and you're probably
Yeah,
clicking
I
a
lived
psychic
Max
move or
too.
something. So
They were
who
Papaya
knows?
Berry Venusaur too. Or my Hatterene, which I didn't expect.
I love a
that
good
did-
resist berry. Resist berries
That
are
threw all
clutch.
my calcs out window. But like
Yeah.
game 1, Torkoal didn't do much. So that's why, especially game 2, I just didn't expect it to do much again. And it clicked Eruption 3 times, and it just yeah.
It feels bad. It feels more bad for maybe not more bad, but equally bad for Justin as his Blastoise is slowly moved down the kill leaderboards.
Listen, if he wants it that bad, he can have it. Because all I want is to win the league. If you want to top the leaderboard, that's fine on you. But as long as I'm winning the league, I could not give two shits where Blastoise is on the leaderboard.
Hey, Gum's
I mean,
coming
I
for a
think
little
it's
redemption arc, bro. He's got this.
Yeah, but what's worse is like y'all see me using it that much, and it's like if you let me win the league, it's like what are you really doing? You know, like if you see me up on the kill leaderboard like that, bringing it like almost every single week, and I'm still winning, it's like, well, I mean, at that point, it's like you know what to prep for, and you still can't beat it. I don't know.
And there's weeks like this past week where you didn't even use it.
Sometimes I don't want to, you know. Sometimes I'm just like, yawn, bored, next, and I try to use something else.
Fair enough. Any last words about your game, Swan?
I was looking, and he was at +1. Eruption does 88% to max Golurk, which is what happened. Which
You had already
Isn't
lost a bit
fun.
of health. You already lost a bit of health.
yeah, it just destroys everything.
I mean, it's hard to calc for something like specs in a max format just because you really don't see it that much.
Yeah.
I feel like, but fair play to Gummy for seeing how good it
Yeah,
went.
it's very well played.
Yeah. All right. We can move into our next game, which was Griffin versus Mao. This was a bit of the Primarina show, which I'm here for. I am a avid lover of Primarina. Probably my top 3, maybe top 5 starters ever. I love Primarina, but yeah, you see Griffin with Goodra and Colossal as his like main, I guess, max threats, and yeah, Prim goes kind of crazy.
Especially with Cottony faked his next to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a favorite move of Justin's as well, to click the fake tiers next to the special attackers, which we will get into later. Justin definitely did that again this week. It's just he even went Cotton Spore, Encore, fake tiers, man. That's just the power of the button clickers. It just puts like Prim was just in such a good spot the entire time.
I assume it was Eviolite Cottony because it tanked an Ice Beam from Inteleon, which I didn't expect.
Yeah, it didn't proc a sash or anything.
No, it went down to like 20.
Jeez, that's a bulky piece of cotton, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
nice. I mean, I don't think the Inteleon was nerfed in any way, so that's pretty impressive. If it crits, though, you know, Inteleon it do be critting. But yeah.
I think what cost Griffin is like he just couldn't get Cole set up. Like Mal didn't let him, and he just couldn't do much.
he didn't have enough
without it.
answers for the Primarina. I mean, it was just lacking completely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what would have happened if he just went Sneasel Colossal, and I mean Colossal. It's obviously not stab or anything, but it does get solar beam. I wonder how much that does. I mean, Prim does have good Spadef, so it's
I mean,
it probably wouldn't have killed, but it might have put him in a position where he could have got rid of it and maybe had some momentum.
yeah.
Throwing away your max like that just to get Amon to low health feels bad, but I feel like here it might have helped him a bit. He brought it back a little bit in Game 3.
Yeah.
It was not the sweep that Game 1 was.
Yeah, it doesn't kill.
You mean Game 2?
Marina.
Oh yeah, my bad, Game 2. My bad.
Yeah, Max Overgrowth doesn't kill from Marina, so
I didn't think it would,
wouldn't
but
change much.
it puts it in like a spot where you can outspeed it and do some. Like if it chips it down to enough, where something can come in and like a I don't know, like Gudra can pick like a sludge bomb or something, get rid of it. His team is very special. I think he brought 5 special attackers, so Prim was just in heaven, to be honest. And stopped a little win streak from Griffin. I think he had won 2 in a row. So just jumbling up the freaking table, man. Like I don't know how I'm doing so bad and still like not even that far off halfway through the table.
You're still making playoffs at least.
As of now, there's what 6 teams that are 2 and 4, man. That is scary.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very close finish. Whatever happens, I mean, someone who we hold highly in esteem is going to be sent packing before play-ins even starts. It could be right now. It's looking like Will, someone who we thought would. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but someone who I thought would be vying for top 6 the entire season, and he's down at 13.
Yeah, Will is as we all know, Will is a very good draft league player, whether it is singles or doubles, and we will get to his match in a little bit. But I think I'm down bad. That man is starving. That man is starving. But
he's having a bit of a workout. But let's move on to the next match.
What we got next?
Quartz versus Mac. We finally get some. I believe we get some Corviknight action in this one.
Corviknight and the continuing reminder that we mistiered Umbreon, and the B tier Umbreon is winning Quartz games, and I apologized on behalf of the NDA that he's doing that because Orbeetle's a demon. Jesus Christ, Umbreon's a demon.
Yeah, even in like normal VGC, it's really bulky.
Yeah, it's with all the ghost types in the current meta, it's getting a lot of play. So like, probably should have saw that and probably tiered it a little higher. I think I'm just so used to Umbreon stalling in singles, and with us playing a max format with powerful max moves into it, didn't think it would be that much of a threat stalling things. But it's you give it to a good player like Quartz who can position it well and be annoying with it, and it's gonna be problems.
Yeah, I think Mac managed to set up Trick Room quite a lot, but his damage output just didn't kill what he needed to. I think because he got Lapras in game 1, but then I think he struggled against Corviknight. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think the late game Como outside of Trick Room really did some damage.
Oh yeah, it was like killed Cole.
And then I think Quartz led it game 2. I could be wrong, and he got rid of it pretty quickly. And then he led
Togetic and Corviknight. and just try to destroy Orbeetle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He didn't. Orbeetle wasn't. It wasn't revealed that Orbeetle was Sash, so he went for the helping hand airstream, and Orbeetle lived it with the Sash and was able to get up Trick Room, and it really put him in a good position. Snorlax got off the belly drum, right? I could be wrong.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
belly
it did.
drum, but
It didn't do much.
Well, the rock slides did big chip, and it flinched
Yeah.
Togetic once or twice. So
I would have thought
Unnerve was a great bring though.
Unnerve was a very good bring to stop Snorlax from getting the berry. But I'm glad that Mac was having fun using the U-turn Trick Room stuff with Orbeetle. Something I pointed out to him a couple weeks ago. I'm glad because he does have a generally slow team other than his rain mode and his unburdened Drifblim mode. So the Colossal Snorlax, even things like Seismitoad and Pelipper can be used offensively in a Trick Room setup, in the right matchup. So I'm glad he's having fun with it, but I think Quartz is on smoke this season. He's finding his season 3 form, and he's not really relying on what our fond memories of Quartz are him pulling a Justin and Gummy this season and just having Mons at the top of the kill leaderboard, carrying his team. But this year it's more of a he hasn't even brought his G-Max Charizard to a lot of matches this year, and he's doing so well, which is quite impressive. So shout out Quartz, dude. And yeah, again, I apologize for Umbreon being in B tier and stalling out matches.
Yeah, that's your fault.
I'll take most of the blame for sure. It is always, I always say, hey, here's the tier list. Any issues, any glaring things. No one noticed it, but I will take most of the blame. I did place it there in the first place.
With that being said, let's keep a roll on. Getting into the next game, we have your boy versus Riolu.
Another boy who's down bad is my buddy Riolu.
Yeah.
Man went from 3-0 to 3-3. I feel your pain, buddy. I'm down bad with you. I love your boy Strat, the hyper offensive Cinderace Blastoise. Click Darkness,
max darkness.
Lower the special defenses, and Blastoise go burr with the friggin' with the water spout. Yeah, huge bring into a slow team. That was really smart.
Did not let Trick Room up, and then he couldn't do anything with Steelix and Kingler facing the two.
Yeah, it's very impressive. That's just prep working to its full potential. It's just fair plays, man. Rio had nothing. Even the Pikachu didn't do much because Man's finally found the matchup to bring his C tier Seaking with Lightning Rod and crit Jill Run. If we did the calc, if he didn't get that crit with the Seaking into Pikachu would have lived. So
Riley would have been in a much better place.
Yeah, fair. Just good. More prep, man. We'd love the good prep in this league. It's good to see when it works. Unlike me, when you put in good prep and you just get shit on anyway. Oh man,
it's been unfortunate. It's just been unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll say unfortunate. I'm definitely not washed or anything. Yeah, come on now.
No, definitely not.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up Riolu's game, and your boy bounces back after a tough loss to Germ the week before. He's him and Quartz, man, 5-1, sitting right below Ryder, which is fair enough. I think that's
1 point less.
Yeah, which is at 16, 15, 14. Do you guys think their records are? I feel like they're enough to secure them playoffs already for sure. But do you think so 7 through 10 play a play-in game, and then the top two, the two winners, the highest seed remaining plays the 2 seed, the lowest seed remaining plays the 1. So I'm gonna ask, do you guys think those top 3 have secured top 6 and not have just don't have to play a play-in game?
Yeah,
I feel I feel like their records are good enough already.
I mean, look at the wins. Don't even look at the points. Just look at the wins. I mean, 6, 5, and 5. That's going to be hard to try and top. And judging by the way they've played this entire season so far, I mean, I would find it hard to believe that either one of those three would lose out just from a mathematical standpoint and how they've played so far. If they were to lose out, that'd be some sort of unfortunate stretch of events. And then you'd have to have so many other people. You'd have to have me, Swamp, and Wex really put in a lot of good work to try and get up to that point. So that's going to be hard to do. You're going to have some upsets, some people beating people that maybe you wouldn't expect based on their matchup with their teams. So, I mean, I think top 3 are locked. I would even go as far as saying top 4. I don't think Wex is dropping any like significant games. He could probably go 2-2 in the last 4 and probably still stay top 4. Unless I'm able to like go on a really good run. I'm not sure if Swamp has enough points as it is to try and top Wex. Because if you just
some of us
like
around 6, 7, and 8 would need to win a lot to get.
There's 4 weeks left, so I mean anything can happen. It could move a bit, but yeah, like I think Justin pointed out, I don't see our top 3 losing many games going forward anyway. Oh man. Like I would have to win out, and then I'd have as many wins as Ryder does now. Like that's how down bad some of us are.
But the main thing is we have to all remind ourselves there are playing games, and as long as you make playoffs, you have a chance. So I mean, if you want to make that run, it's not impossible. It never is. You can always pull some heat out of nowhere and really put in some good work. So
yeah, this is the time where people change up their, like if you're down bad like myself, and I'm considering this greatly, like changing up the roster a bit. You know, there's not much available, but there's some things, especially in A tier. There's some stuff available, so who knows, man, we might see a lot of transactions going forward.
Yeah, mid-season transactions would be cool. See some team changes.
It's like, yeah, I'll like you verse someone in the playoffs that beat you, but hey, you have a whole different team now. It's like a whole different, like that first, you just throw that game out of the water. But okay, let's move on. We have 2 more games left. We have our co-host who's not here, Wex, versus Will. And yeah, like we said earlier, Will's down bad.
Yeah, he's down tremendous at this point. It's
like he's 2-4 like, you know, the rest of us. He's one of the 6, but he is the lowest of the 6 with his differential. And this game certainly did not help Wex with the 2-0, and the 4-1 is rough. And both of them, funny enough, led their beat up strats. It was Whimsicott, Lucario, and Doug Trio, Arcanine, and Will didn't click it, and Wex did, and Arcanine kind of, as we can also tell by the kill leaderboards, who also passed Blastoise, went ham. Well, he's equal on kills, but he's got less sets played, so Arcanine went ham, dude.
It's hard to stop, especially with a Keyberry boosting the defense.
Yeah, I feel like I'm good. I take blame for that strategy as well. Not that I invented it, but I feel like I've talked about it a lot.
Okay, but here's the thing here. If Will is able to properly predict an ally switch there, which he kind of did, right? He went Energy Ball into the Arcanine slot, and he went for a Max Quake, right? So it's kind of. He did
kind of took out the Doug Trio, its Focus Sash, but like Arcanine just didn't take any more damage and was able to kind of sit there.
If he's able to get that Max Quake into the Arcanine, most likely it's going. I know there's a defense boost, but most likely it's not living, right?
It is a Quake from a horse. It is a powerful move.
And then you see what's in the back. You see there's a Raichu, and it's like, okay, well, let's just say hypothetically that there wasn't any sort of ally switch there, or he predicted it, right? Let's just say he predicted it and he doubled into Arcanine. Now you have a Doug Trio versus Raichu, and it's like you have Whimsicott, which is faster, that can pop Air Balloon, and you just double target whatever after that, and you have a full, 3 turns to do whatever you need to do, right? So I think it could have really worked out in Will's favor to at least get a point off the first game. I think the second game felt worse, if I remember correctly. But
I think, yeah. I mean, the moral of that story is Ally Switch is toxic and can be used very effectively.
We should ban Ally Switch.
Honestly, we really should.
yeah,
Just-
I wouldn't be opposed. Honestly.
I feel like if we had a vote, it'd be like most people would ban it, and like Quartz wouldn't ban it, and maybe I don't know who else. I know Quartz wouldn't ban it, but
Quartz would hate if we banned it though.
yeah,
He'd hate it.
I don't know. I think most other people would be. Maybe I don't know. Quartz is the only one for sure I would say that would be mad if we banned it, but everyone else I could go either way. I feel like it might go in the favor of banning it, for sure, just because it's toxic. But
I mean, I've used it, but after my game with Gummy, like,
well,
we
yeah, when
could
it's
get
legal.
full ban.
Yeah, when it's legal, it's like it sucks, but it works. As proven. Wex has proven. Yeah, and like your game, Gummy clicked it 3 times. It's just. Oh,
I don't
man.
know if I can get over that ever.
Especially Gummy of all people. The man who would be the first one to click ban for Ally Switch.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no. Now he's. Oh, we will remind him always that he is. I feel like no one should bring Ally Switch the rest of the season, just so he leads the kill leaderboard. He leads the Ally Switch leaderboard.
If I play them and play into playoffs, I'm spamming it.
Well, playoffs don't count towards the stats, so yeah, it's fine.
True.
Oh, man. But yeah, all right. We can go on to our final game of the week just in time. Justin can talk about it and then go start simping. So,
Okay, well, listen.
Tell us about your victory, Justin.
So basically, the idea was I'm good in Trick Room. I'm setting it up regardless, and I'm gonna use Meowstic Aromatisse to do so. And then after that, what it really just came down to was just clicking fake tiers and making sure that whatever was next to it was going to benefit from it. So Delmise this week was special attacking, just so that the fake tiers could do extra damage. Help it do extra damage, I should say. And yeah, I mean, I had a really good matchup this week. I get water coverage for the Excadrill. I get grass coverage, obviously, for the Hippowdon and the Vaporeon, which was very, very crucial. And I could also have run ghost coverage for Decidueye, which I don't think I ended up doing. But I could have. Because, I mean, I think the base special attack stat for Delmise is like around 90, 95. It's very high. I mean, it's physical attacking.
I would say it's very high. I would say it's.
I mean, considering its other attacking stat is 130 base,
it's workable with fake tiers. That is what I would say.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I was also life, if I'm not mistaken.
Your weakness policy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better. Yeah, I mean,
it got dropped game 2, I think.
But yeah, I feel like I really could have done a lot better with this game. I kind of just was clicking buttons and not really thinking as hard as I should have, and not doing the most optimal play. Especially in game 2, at the end there, I was pretty unhappy with myself with how it was played. Looking back at it, but I mean, just happy to get the dub. Obviously,
yeah. You still won, which is
really must be nice. Yeah. Must be nice to be unhappy about getting a dub. That's crazy. Wish that was me.
Yeah, 2-0 dub as well. But, no, I know I could have played better. I know I could have at least saved some differential if I did play better. Like, for example, if I had EV'd my Aromatisse and Arctozolt a little differently, I would have been able to have been faster or slower. It's Trick Room, so it's fucking me up. Aromatisse would have went first to fake tiers the Excadrill so that I could do more damage with the Hydro Pump. With
your Iron Ball, you outsped the fake tiers, so you didn't get the full usage.
Exactly. So it's things like that I should have taken into consideration. and really focused on a little bit more. Um, and then obviously just the way I played game 2, I just don't feel like I don't feel like it was that good at all. But I mean, I'm fortunate to win. And
I mean, it looks like game 2 went better. It went from 4-3 to 4-2.
Yeah, but it's deceiving. I feel like it's pretty deceiving because, like, yeah, while that's true, it went slightly better. It could have been a lot worse for me. And I'm just happy that I wasn't. Just judging by the position I had myself in. So, but yeah, I'll take it to
I like that Germ's still riding with this hyper voice Vaporeon, and even ran throat spray this week, which was really cool. Man's just very keen on just chipping things down. I think you got a very lucky live, right? I think Aromatisse lived on 1, and you were able to set up Trick Room again later. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, I lived on 3, but yeah.
I lived on 3, and then we're able to set up Trick Room again later and win out the game. So that was actually pretty big. And yeah.
I EV'd it to live a lot of things. So I knew based on how much damage it was doing before, he would have needed a really high roll to have killed the Aromatisse in that juncture. But it worked out for me. So, and then I got some residual healing from the grassy terrain from Delmides with Hemax, so it worked out in my favor, luckily. But yeah, hopefully I don't have to feel lucky the next time I play. Hopefully it's just I feel like I played better.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2-0 we take those for sure.
All right. Are you going to leave us, or will you be sticking around for a prediction?
I will be leaving. I am sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, Justin will send us his predictions, and we will get them. Wex will be editing them onto the podcast. Thank you for joining us in our analysis, Justin.
Of course.
And yeah, we will move on. You can say your goodbyes.
All right. Thanks, y'all, for listening in. And yeah, hopefully 2-0. 2-0 this week for me. Whoever I face.
Is that the early prediction?
Early prediction, me 2-0, Kevin 2-0. That's how it's going down.
Hey.
That's it.
Let's go. And with that, out with the bang. I mean, we can go right into that. That's a nice little transition because in week 7, I don't know why, but I am literally first in every week. I do not. Whoever. Yo, Lex, we're gonna have to have a word, bro, because I have to talk about my game first every week because I'm just that important. I was put first every week, and that's the only thing I can draw from that.
Sure.
But yeah, let's look at this matchup, bro. The South Jersey Swoo Gods versus the Moss Deep Shitty Mudkips. We got a little Trick Room action versus whatever the fuck my team is. I mean, don't run Trick Room, bro. You got that 96 speed Mimikyu. That's pretty fast.
Sword Dance Mimikyu.
That's fine, bro.
You know.
I'll be ready for it. I got someone on my team gets Will-O-Wisp somewhere. I'll run Fast Gore, guys.
Like Rotom. I know Rotom's gonna get Tailwind.
Yeah.
Grimmsnarl's looking good though in the matchup. I mean, I've got fairy types.
You do have some damage into Grimmsnarl, but you know, Grimmsnarl does his thing most weeks. You know, he is a very supportive lad. It's a shame I couldn't get him to contribute offensively as much as I wanted to last week. But I
mean, I'm of course gonna win, but you've got
of
stuff
course
you can do.
Gonna win. I mean, I am down tremendous. We can't let's not. I've stated it many times, but I cannot express enough how down tremendous I am.
It'll be a fun game. I'm looking forward to it.
I am also I might hang up and start building low key once we're done this episode.
I can help you build.
Oh yeah. I'll send you my pastes so you can
cool.
You can go over the spreads.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I normally back myself on this channel as we've come to grow through these seasons. I always back myself. You know, I'm not feeling the most confident, but we'll say 2-1 myself rather than the 2-0 for me.
I was gonna say 2-1 me. So.
And then Justin has sent in his predictions, and he said,
"If you do win, it's not gonna be 2-0."
That's a bold statement, bro. That's a bold statement. That's all I'm saying.
I can't wait to regret all of these. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm just getting out my my notepad to write down what we said. But we can move on. You can bring us in while I write this down. You could bring us into our next prediction. And where we can go, we can dive into a little more of the matchups because obviously us two, we don't like, not that either of us have built, but we don't really want to say what we think looks good. So
exactly.
So you can bring us into Ryder versus Griffin.
I mean, it's pretty easy to just say Ryder's gonna win.
It's really easy to do that every week.
But what does Griffin have?
Does Ryder have colossal answers? That is the question we must ask ourselves.
I mean, we've got Milotic.
Yo, ready? This is what's gonna happen. Well, see, the thing is, Ryder can't max Milotic because Gastrodon.
Yeah.
So you run like what, Muddy Water or something, and I feel like this is the week that Ryder shows off the tech that he used for Wex. We might see Absorb Bulb Milotic this week, and once he gets hit with the Surf from...
Maybe.
I mean, do you even need +1 to one-shot the Colossal? Probably not, right? Also, like, Dragapult gets water moves, like I know Dragapult gets Scald and Hydro Pump.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragapult probably just one-shots, always.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I mean, Griffin could do some Trick Room stuff, like... The Dragapult's obviously fast.
Yeah, he could. Who's his, Oranguru? I like the Oranguru.
You can definitely do some fun stuff, but it'll be hard to win, I feel.
Yeah, I don't really know how he slows down Dragapult if he doesn't go Trick Room, but I do like Oranguru setting Trick Room. It can't be hit with the ghost moves. It's gonna actually, that mode might give Ryder some issues because I feel like you want to go special this week, bring the water moves and whatnot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if Oranguru's a problem setting Trick Room, maybe you go physical Dragapult and have like U-turn, like max bug. That way you can lower special attacks and you go physical and have a way to hit Oranguru. That's why Dragapult is so versatile and so good, man. It's such a freaking hard Pokemon to play against, especially in the hands of Ryder. It's just not fun for anyone.
Too.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That's so much.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna go 2-0 Ryder.
Yeah, for Ryder.
I think that's the general consensus as well. I believe that's what Justin said. I mean, Ryder.
There's a chance Griffin can maybe get 2-1, but
historically Griffin has played very well against Ryder. I know we've had podcasts with Ryder in the past, and he's always said Griffin gives him a tough matchup. Griffin always.
Yeah.
I remember the one season Griffin was in a couple different leagues and had a lot going on at home, and he wasn't really prepping a lot. And then he was scheduled to play Ryder. His schedule completely kind of freed up, and he was bringing mostly the same team all season, and that's what Ryder prepped for. And then Griffin brought some crazy team into Ryder that he just wasn't ready for. So they do historically have some tough matches, but the form that Ryder is in is I don't think
very hard to beat.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna bode well for Griffin. So all right, we can move on into Ooh, a big matchup this week. Big matchup between two of our 2 and 4 coaches. We have Gummy versus Mac. This is going to be a big game because, I mean, winning against another 2 and 4 is really big for this, where the way the standings are looking right now. So if you can knock off one of your other 2 and 4s, that would be pretty big. Gummy is on a 2-0 run.
What does Mac have against like just Torkoal Venusaur?
Well, we got the rain versus the sun.
True.
And I think Torkoal being slower is actually really beneficial here.
A very good point, yeah.
Because that will win the weather war. At the same time, I think Colossal could be really good here, next to like a Clefairy or something. Like if he sets up, it's gonna be tough. I mean, Torkoal does get access to like Scorching Sands and stuff, so we'll see how good Gummy can use Torkoal when it just doesn't click Eruption every turn. Drifblim is interesting here. I think we might have a speed tie on our hands if Drifblim can get up the Unburden and Venusaur's in the sun.
It'll be a fun match to watch.
Yeah, this is going to be a really even matchup, I think, especially it depends on how much time Mac has to build a team this week. You know, Mac is, we talked about how Swamp is a young bull. Mac is probably 2 times the age that you are, so Mac does have he's got a wife and kids to worry about, so, you know, he's got the same schedule as Wex, and Wex isn't even, Wex is 20 years old, so put that in perspective of how busy Wex is all the freaking time. But yeah, this is going to be an easy, not easy, the opposite of easy, a really tough one to call for predictions. What did Justin say? Let's go to that. I want to see what Justin said. Or did he put it in general chat? He said 2-0 Gummy. Wow, he is all aboard the Gummy. The accidental ally switch stopping copycat Gummy. I think it's gonna be I think I'm gonna say 2-1 regardless. 2-0 seems rough.
Definitely.
2-0 seems tough to call. Who do I back? What are you saying?
Did say they have the rain modes, but Gummy also has Jolteon to just destroy Pelipper.
That stops Pelipper, but it don't stop Seismitoad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the Venusaur comes into play. But like, if he can get rain up, I mean, Seismitoad gets bounce. It gets sludge. It gets special. Like if you go special Seismitoad, it gets like sludge bomb and stuff. Well, actually, that's fucking. What am I talking about? Venusaur is poison type. It gets bounce and like ice type coverage, but then you change the weather, so it's like, I don't know. It's tough.
Definitely gonna be between who can control the weather, because if Seismitoad outspeeds Venusaur, probably one shots with Max Airstream. I want to say.
Well, it will definitely outspeed in rain. It won't outspeed in sun. That's for damn sure. Yeah. This is tough, man. This is tough.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Mac. I think Mac can clutch it up.
All right. I think I might ride a Gummy train. I think Torkoal's in a little bit better spot controlling the weather, and I think it's tough. Dude, like I could see maybe like a Max Pelipper this week or something. That kind of be crazy. But Jolteon's a thing. I don't know. I think Gummy's got it a little bit. I think Gummy's team's really good, and
Gummy's team is really good.
I think Gummy is finally getting comfortable with the team and using it effectively. And I think it's gonna be tough for Mac to deal with the slow weather control of Torkoal and the offensive third of Venusaur. So yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Gummy, but it's gonna be close. Mac could certainly pull it off for sure. All right. What's next? Where's the schedule? We have your boy in the Denver Nules against Mal. All right, let's see if he has answers to Mal's hyper offensive squad. I mean, Prim looks all right. I mean, Blastoise is gonna be able to eat.
Yeah, I don't know how much Blastoise does with Draco's ult.
Yeah, he does have 2 fairy types. deal with it. But like, I mean, Volpe kind of just goes ham, does it not? Like, I would maybe you just go. I mean, Clefable Follow Me stops Volpe from getting the speed boost if it does, like, if it's scarfed or something.
Yeah. Yeah, because just outspeeds just in general.
Yeah, like a scarf Dracozolt that maybe isn't hustled, so you don't miss, is maybe ideal here. But I think you could just really click Volbeak unless he brings the Runerigus. Yeah. But if he brings the Runerigus, then you gotta deal with the Prim.
I mean, if you can get Rain up, like Aegislash looks good against the fairy types.
Yeah, Aegislash looks really good.
Cinderace.
Yep, 100%. He outspeeds with Weavile, but obviously Weavile doesn't like that matchup at all. This is another one that could go either way. I think Mal's had a rough season. I think is he Mal one of our 2-4 teams? Mal is one of our 2-4 teams. He's currently sitting in the final play-in spot. He needs a big win. And the matchup isn't that one-sided, I don't think. But
no, it's very even.
I might go 2-1 your boy, just because I feel like I have really liked the prep he's put in this year, and it's actually really paid off a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think on paper the teams are very even, but your boy has been doing really well. So I would say 2-1 to them. Yeah.
Alright. Let's see what Justin said. Justin agrees. 2-1 your boy. For a very quick look, he did kind of dissect that one pretty well. Fair enough.
Yeah.
There. Next we have got our final three. Big game. Wex versus Quirts. Wex is right below our top three coaches.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
And this is gonna be big. Let's look at the teams a little bit. We have the G-Max Lapras. Ooh. I think with screens, G-Max Lapras looks really good here. At the same time, I don't know what Wex has for Umbreon.
Yeah, nothing much.
maybe we see a Golurk this week. That's what I meant. Not Golurk.
Yeah,
Golurk. Girder. The Girder this week, maybe? Question mark.
It's weird.
I feel like you might have to bring Golurk. I bet you Golurk with like Iron Fist. God damn it! I bet you Girder with the Iron Fist does a shit ton into.
I mean, it has base 105 attack with Gods.
Yeah, God. Well, I feel like you want to run Eviolite, so you go Iron Fist.
Yeah.
And you click Iron. I think Close Combat's Iron Fist boosted. That or you just run Drain. That or just Drain Punch.
Yeah, Drain Punch.
You run the calcs, but maybe like a Close Combat into a Drain. I think it gets Mach Punch too, so you could like Drain Punch into Mach Punch, stop Umbreon from healing up before you attack it. That could be big for Wex this week potentially.
Yeah, if Wex can get screens up.
Yeah, screens and I almost said it again. Jesus Christ. Screens and Girder could be a move. I think Charizard doesn't look too good here with Raichu, Lapras.
Yeah.
Raichu kind of goes in, so we might see Manectric, but then like Manectric doesn't do that much offensively if screens are up or anything. Like Lapras is a bulky boy. You run weakness policy Lapras this week and dare him to hit you with like, I don't know, maybe like he runs like a Banded Horn Leech or something. I know he's run Banded Trevenant in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, I see.
And get that health back with Trevenant could be pretty big.
Corviknight obviously does a lot for Quirts, like has done.
Yeah.
But then there's Arcanine. Just Lapras ice moves hit it hard.
This also brings us back to the everlasting point that I think most of us can agree that even though his record isn't the best, like a rider per se, I think Wex's team comp is like really hard to break down. He drafted really, really well.
Yeah.
You see the Oh, maybe I'll run Bandit Revenant like I just said. Well, yep. Intimidate Arcanine. Charizard, he's got Lapras Raichu. Corviknight he's got Raichu. Like, Corviknight doesn't do the most offensively. It's just that Umbreon he's got to find answers for, I really think. And it might be the week we see Girder. So, I'm gonna say 2-1 Wex.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Wex.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. I will pull up Justin's in a sec. Let me write this down. Regardless, both these coaches have been doing really well. It's gonna be
they're both really high up.
It's gonna be another fun one to see. And Justin agrees with the 2-1 Wex. Which, funny enough, like I said, he's been doing. He looked at it very quickly, to be fair to him, that he's agreeing with us on most of these. We have 2 more matches we can dive into. Before we wrap up, we have Riolu in the main Mudkips versus Justin. That's a tough matchup for Riolu after coming off 3 losses, man. Justin's been playing really well. And we saw what Blastoise did to Riolu last week with a Water Spout, and now he's going to play another one. This one arguably worse because Cannonade go burr.
He has like no water resists. Riolu.
Doesn't Maractus get Storm Drain?
It does. Wait.
I could be like really wrong here, but like.
It does. It does.
Well, that might be the answer.
Like Water Spout, it just hits both.
It does.
And
you give Maractus a special attack boost. It actually has decent special attack, and Blastoise might just die. If you give Maractus +1 to stab like Leaf Storm or some shit, might just like take it out, low key.
Yeah. I think we need to bring Maractus.
I think it's a must bring.
Like it's still Maractus.
Yeah, it's still not ideal, but I think it's a must bring.
And then
I think Cinderace looks really good outside of Blastoise. So like maybe a Pasho Berry Cinderace next to a Roserade. That could be.
No, Riolu doesn't. You're looking at your boy.
Oh, I'm tripping. God, I didn't scroll down long enough. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Blastoise does kind of go in here minus Maractus. Maybe like you can't even use Pikachu.
Yeah. And even like Riley's Trick Room mode doesn't work great against Justin.
No, it doesn't. Just because he's got the anchor, the rusty anchor. Like it gets stabbed steel moves along with its ghost move, so it's just like,
so Hatterene can't do much.
Hawlucha could be interesting here.
I mean Pikachu against Blastoise.
Yeah, just not if he brings Togepi D.
True.
Pikachu does get the grass move we saw against Grass Knot, but like it is a Blastoise, like it's gonna eat.
Concussion in Trick Room could, but like it's a lot of work just to kill that Blastoise.
Very true. He'd have to do very well to get rid of Togepi D, which isn't the easiest thing with.
Yeah, true.
Sturdy and/or. Well, I mean, if you're running Lightning Rod, you gotta run the Focus Sash. I feel like so it's never like
probably
the easiest thing to do.
I think I'll probably say 2-0 Justin.
Yeah, I know Riolu hasn't been able to put the most prep in that he was doing the first. Like if you would ask him why he's like had a rough start or rough like last 3 games, he would say he hasn't been able to put in prep as much as he was early on. So we'll see if he has time this week to really put in the work, because I feel like he's gonna need to.
It's a very hard matchup on paper.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think Justin might fumble a little bit. I feel like he's getting a little cocky. I'm gonna say 2-1 Justin.
Okay.
And you're saying 2-0 as well, right?
Yeah, 2-0.
2-0. That's what Justin said before he left. And our final game of the pod is what? Who have we not talked about yet?
Will and Germ.
Will and Germ. Well, two good souls. I feel like they're gonna enjoy their match together very much. They always vibe in our chat. Let's look at the matchups here. We have learned that Germ struggles against Trick Room, but Will's team is anything but Trick Room. He's got a pretty fast team unless he goes Horse.
Right.
Horse and Trick Room ain't bad, but he does have a lot of options for Horse.
Vaporeon, Decidueye,
and the Flapple.
Oh yeah.
I thought Flapple might have been the play for Justin. I think Flapple did really well.
What's Flapple's Q-Max move?
It lowers evasiveness or something. It's not great, but Hustle and Max Mons are they do be hidden. I think Germ has to stop bringing Ninjask. As fun as he's had with it, it's not good. He's brought it like every week.
Will has Tailwind,
which is big, but redirection could be really big here. He doesn't have much to hit Togekiss if he doesn't bring Lucario. And then
Stone
Lucario
Journey,
definitely die. Yeah, that's true. But then I think Stonejourner and Lucario both get clapped by Excadrill. So
Mudsdale gets Rock Slide, I think.
It definitely does. Yeah. He's got options, but I think if you're gonna run Tailwind Whimsicott, you're gonna have to be like a Steel Spike and then hope you Will loves a Resist Berry. Maybe you go Steel Spike into Shuka Berry Lucario.
Or if Max Lucario lives Excadrill, you could go Weakness Policy.
Yeah. And then you really threaten if he brings in Hippo, I guess you got to be max speed Lucario to outspeed the Sand Rush. That way, Tailwind is big. I think Vaporeon doesn't really have too many threats. It might take pretty good damage from the Energy Ball that Whimsicott might run this week. Yeah. Even Pikachu, Will might run the Light Ball Pikachu this week. Hit Togekiss. It gets Surf. It gets coverage for Excadrill and stuff if you can protect it well. So, Cloyster, Ice moves into Togekiss, Water moves into Drill and Hippo. It's physically bulky. Maybe it's the Cloyster week. I think we really overlooked that. Maybe Cloyster could be really good here.
Would be nice to see.
It breaks Focus Sashes, berries, with Icicle Sphere.
Even after a Shell Smash, though, it doesn't outspeed Excadrill and Sand.
Yeah, that's true. You can control the weather. Whimsicott gets good weather control. Actually, no, it only gets Sunny Day. It doesn't get Rain Dance, so you don't really want you could set Sunny Day and click an Ice move. That way, you don't click that way you don't stop your water damage and you stop Excadrill's speed.
You could do Chandelure Solar Beam with Sun.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way in my match against Will.
It's another good game.
Yeah, this is gonna be another close one. I hope Germ's been bringing a lot of the same stuff. Like I said, I hope he doesn't bring Ninjask. He's got some pieces here that could really be good.
I don't see Ninjask working well.
Yeah. I think a Babiri Berry Togekiss might live a hit from Lucario. That could be pretty big.
Yeah.
I think Excadrill could do its thing.
You can redirect Beat Up too.
Yeah, very true. Don't let him set up Beat Up. I thought Will might go Beat Up into Mudsdale against Wex last week. That's always a cool strat. Get the stamina boost really high.
Yeah.
That could be good. That could be really good here, actually. A lot of the threats in the mud.
Excadrill.
Yeah, a lot of big threats. Either hit Excadrill pretty hard. A lot of the threats into Mudsdale are physical, other than the Vaporeon, of course. So, could be a cool strat this week if Vaporeon isn't a immediate threat. But I think I do like Will's matchup a little bit more overall, for sure. I think I'm gonna go.
I was gonna say Are you going?
Do I go 2-0? I think I'm gonna back Will. But do I go 2-1 or 2-0? Oh wait. Oh, we have to update the doc. Well, I guess this isn't Swoobat Will yet, but Will did pick up Swoobat, so I have to go 2-0 Will. That is a rule I set for
Just to
myself.
sweep that. I think I'll go 2-1 Germ.
Ooh, calling out the germ. And
I
let's
just don't see what Will can really do. They have options, but I don't know if it's good enough. Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Justin-
2-1 Germ.
Justin did agree with me, the 2-0 from Will. But I think it's a lot closer than 2-0. I just, Swoobat. God.
Sweep that.
It's the deciding factor. Even when it's like not on the roster yet, like it's powering up from
Moral support.
Yeah, exactly. It's just good vibes. Having a big friendly friend, a good friendly friend in Swoogod. Another reason why I love Gen 5, Swoobat King. But
We're
yeah,
about such a bad design.
no, dude, it's literally the best design ever, bro. You just said
looks
Gen
so
5
dumb.
is Gen 5 is your favorite. You gotta just
Yeah.
close your eyes. Ready? Close your eyes. Ready? You just helped. Whatever your friend's name is. What the hell's his name? Just
Sharon.
Charon. I was gonna say that, but I was saying it sounding like the fucking Pokemon Charon. You just helped Charon beat some Team Plasma thugs. Right? They just stole Bianca's Pokemon. You beat them up in the cave, and then you go into the cave. You're like, ah, shit, caves suck. There's gonna be some annoying ass Pokemon here. I'm gonna fight some Zubats or some shit. And then you just see a big friendly Woobat, and then you're like, hey, that's a good friend. He's not an annoying Zubat. I'm gonna catch him. Then he evolves into this big.
In the end, instead of getting Crobat, you end up with Swoobat.
You don't have. Swoobat's way better.
No, it's not.
No. Don't play. Yeah, Swoobat will psychic that Crobat in one move and say, see ya. Swoobat is the ultimate bat. Give me Swoobat over Noivern and Crobat.
Sure.
Don't play.
We'll
Don't
have
play
to
around,
make it
bro.
then. It's that good.
Swoobat didn't fit the team. I have used him in the past. He is a very friendly friend. And I take this time that I highly doubt it, but anyone working for Pokemon listening, please make a Swoobat plushie. That is all I ask. I went to the regionals in Milwaukee, and they have every fucking plushie imaginable, but not a Swoobat.
Because no one cares about it.
Who is your favorite Pokemon while we talk about this?
Marshadow.
Marshadow. That's such a. Would you watch? It's in a movie or something, right? Is that
I
why?
haven't watched the movie.
Oh, you're a fake Marshadow fan.
Wow. Wow, you watched the Swoobat movie?
Well, there is no Swoobat movie, all right?
Because it's bad.
No.
Yes.
Swoobat just isn't a mythical. He's just a king. He's a mythical in his own right. Marshadow, I think I can never pick a mythical as my favorite. I don't think, just because I don't know. There's not much usage for it. Like, they're not really used anywhere.
Yeah.
They're just kind of these rare things you get. The game gives you. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't think they'll ever be allowed in competitive. Oh, in VGC competitive anyway. I feel like maybe some singles, draft leagues, or formats you can use mythicals, but
Yeah.
not in doubles, unfortunately.
VGC with Magina would not be fun.
Yeah, that's fair. Marshadow's annoying too. The fucking stealing boosts, and it's a great time.
Yeah,
That's such a
trophy.
and technician with all the moves it gets is really annoying. He's a cool lad. I don't have any attachment to it because I've never
Yeah,
used it
no,
or
it's
anything. Which is why I question your attachment to it if you haven't seen the movie. That's why I asked that. But
I mean, I don't watch anime and movies in general.
I never watched. I've watched when I was getting, so I like stopped playing Pokemon for a while, and I finally got back into it, and I was like watching a little bit of it, and like it was fun while I watched it, but I couldn't stick with it.
Gen 1, 6, and 7, the anime, but that's it.
I've seen like the main episodes of like Gen 1, like the
Yeah, Vinegar
Squirtle
League.
Squad, and yeah, I've seen that stuff. But not like people watch every single episode and watch when it releases on Cartoon Network or whatever it's on now. I imagine it's still on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I've no clue.
But yeah, never really got into it. But
No.
I think that is all we have for today. We covered everything, did our predictions, and had a guest on. Thanks for joining us today. I'm sorry, it is just me, and my co-hosts are out doing their own thing. Justin's getting his sniff on, as he likes to do. And Wex, who fucking knows where Wex is, man? That man's
Yeah, it was fun being on the ranks again.
Of course, we very much enjoy getting people on, and it's nice to have a new coach on. I feel like we barely even talked about that. It's your first season joining us.
Yeah,
But,
true.
Well, only bigger, better things to come with Scarlet and Violet 120 days away, whatever it is. So, only more exciting things to come in the NDA. So, with that being said, thanks again for coming on. Everyone,
Yeah,
thanks for watching, listening, and just enjoying the NDA and the content we put out. It's much appreciated. So, leave a like and stay tuned for next week. When we talk about hopefully my huge dub over Swamp and
Sure.
and yeah,
Sure thing.
hopefully Wex gets this out whenever and you guys enjoy. So that's it from us. Have a good one. Peace.
Bye.